Sup, guys? I'm Polly, and this is totally not a film commentary about Suspiria. If you're having deja vu, I assure you you're not. This is Suspiria, the original Italian version, from 1977. It's an hour and 40 minutes, and it's classified as a horror slash mystery film. IMDb gave it a 7.4 out of 10, and not gonna lie, because of how old it is, I decided there's no reason for me to do budget and box office for it. But I mean, it did significantly well. I watched the trailer, and I I'm I'm glad I'm gonna get to compare the remake to the original. My thing is that the narrator for the trailer was like, there's nothing more terrifying than like the last 15 minutes or whatever of this film. I'm just like, snap. You gotta watch the whole thing just for that 15 minutes. But it makes sense when you watch the remake. It's a super. Well, I mean, we'll see, because I haven't seen this one. It's a fairly long film, though. The other one is 2 hours, the remake. So yeah, this is. If it wasn't for that remake, I wouldn't be watching this one now. And I was definitely not going to let the 13th film commentary just end up in the vault like every Megan Fox film I've tried to do a commentary for. So yeah, I decided to do it on this one. It is Halloween Eve, so that's very fitting because tomorrow, my commentary on the first time I watched the remake comes out. So, probably gonna kind of release it as a double feature, even though I'm recording this kind of like a week or so apart. So, there's that. I I guess, well, let me go over the notes for the trailer. I said I'm excited about the ability to compare the two. Yeah, I mentioned that. I feel like it's going to be just as gruesome. Yeah, even the leathering for the trailer alone made me feel like it was going to be just as gruesome as the remake. The remake, it seems like they allowed for extra time, so it could be extra gruesome. I don't think, in general, the film is for the faint of heart. The remake, at least. I have a feeling the original is gonna be just the same. What else? I have a good feeling about it. I did write that. I high hopes for this. It did get a 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb out of 87,574 votes. That's pretty impressive. People tend to be critical on IMDb, so it's good to see that. What else was there? Oh yeah, so the only place I could find this film, I'm pretty sure I could have found it on YouTube, but the only place I could find this film was on Tubi. So this one's free. You can watch it. I don't usually review films from Tubi because I know they're going to be throwing ads in there, and the most messed up thing you could ever do to someone is throw an ad in the middle of a movie. Just saying. Regardless, I think getting to have this opportunity to compare an original to a remake trumps that. So, just be prepared, because I'm not going to edit out me waiting on ads. I don't put enough energy into these film commentaries to want to do that and deal with whatever happens to time. So I'll just tell you when I hit an ad, and we'll go from there. But yeah, if everything's cool, we're good to go, then let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead, get it queued up, everything, because I never seem to do that beforehand. And we will be Gucci. Let me go ahead. Okay. So obviously, let me make the mental note for call outs. It's not a mental note if I'm writing it down, I just realized. And ad breaks. So I can remember that. Sometimes I get too into the movie though. And I'm starting to think I shouldn't even do time call outs. Like I'm just trying to figure out how to fix that problem of dealing with time syncing for if you actually are watching watching the film and going to use the film commentary. So I just gotta figure it out. I gotta sit down one day and really go through all of my options for how I can fix that. But anyway, let's do it. Do I know if this is gonna come out on Halloween? I'm gonna try and get it out by Halloween. So you can have my first impressions of the remake, which I watched first, and then you can have my first impressions of the original, which I am watching now. So let's do it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play. This is gonna be fun. I guess the question will be, is it as scary as the remake? Because the remake was terrifying. That was short, simple, and to the point. I'll try not to spoil anything. Same terrifying strings as the remake. I like that. Ooh. Love the fact that they picked like a color scheme / palette. I have to take my nightlight off so I'm seeing everything as it should be seen. There we go. Oh no. Okay, I did just pause it for a brief second, but I pressed play again. I'm at 1:55. 1:50. I'm looking at the wrong time. 2 minutes. There you go. I don't even think it would have made a difference, so. Wow, that, I don't know why, that gave me Final Destination vibes, like, I was expecting, I was expecting her to, like, die in the doorway. Don't you run out in the traffic? She's gonna get hit by a car. Okay. They say in the, hold on, let me finish what I'm writing. Then, they say that in the remake, there's like an added 30 minutes worth of like footage to the story. And I think that that amount is added in the beginning. She seemed like she was trying really hard. What could it have sounded like differently? But yeah, I think there's a whole entire scene, like that opening scene in the remake. I think it's kind of useless. unless they're doing that to confuse you, I think them starting it out like this in the original makes you understand what's going on a little bit more better, definitely. All the lighting is just really nice. You the only difference in like good lighting in a film, or like even creating like a color scheme or a palette with lighting, the only difference is some people use a color wheel. Other people just throw things together. They don't try for any type of aesthetic. Why does she look like I can't think of her name, dang it. That is a spooky scene of the woods. If this ballet place is out in the middle of the woods, why on earth wouldn't they have capitalized on that in the remake? That makes everything that much more terrifying. There was someone right there. Or their shadow. Unless it was real lightning and that was the cameraman. This is already intense. I can't help but feel like this song is used in the original. I mean, in the remake. It's a very pretty building. I might have to compare the soundtracks. If that chick's not saying get out while you still can. Okay. Definitely starting to see some differences. I mean, the remake is still kind of fresh in my mind, I should say. Is that chick just running through the woods? Yep. See? The remake missed the mark. They needed some spooky woods shots like this. Like she's literally howling like a ghost. Ooh, water puddle reflection. That was actually good. I love it when it looks clear enough to not look like a reflection. I don't like when you can tell that it's water. That has Shining vibes, and Shining is definitely not as old as this film. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna find out right now. This film is a little bit older than Shining. It's like 3 years older than Shining. Ad. Boom. Hit with an ad. What did I say? I would definitely pause it the second I said ad. Like I said, this is one of those cases where I just feel like the experience outweighs the ridiculous fact that even with an ad block, I have to sit through ads just to get to experience this film. You can't even like really purchase this film anywhere. It's pretty old. Another ad about Serena Williams being Wonder Woman. I don't like ads. Get an ad block. That's my ad. Okay, we're back. It is 7:58 even. Just do 8 even. As far as callouts, this is gonna be a train wreck. Oh, that's so dramatic. Oh, obviously, she's the one that... Was she the one running out in the woods? I can't tell at this point. I'm just here for the descent into madness. If that's wallpaper, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. Literally half a second ago was when it was opening. There was no chance to close it. This is all pretty legit. How is it not raining now? Because it was literally raining like cats and dogs. I like how sound-wise, they kept up with just... If you ever saw, like, the first few parts of As Above, So Below, when they come across that choir down there that's just, like, wailing their heads off, that's what this whole soundtrack for this one and the remake sounds like. Just not as loud. It gets loud in As Above, So Below. This is intense. I like all of the visual similarities. I think at the time though, like this film's kind of more in date, I guess you could say, than the remake. So the remake tried really hard to get the aesthetic of this time period, which isn't even really like a time period. It's like retro. Jump scare? No. Dude, it's plugged into the wall. That's not gonna help you for anything. Whoa. I will say that's probably the... Oh, snap. I was not expecting that. How does one window pane break so easy and the other... I can't take that serious, I'm sorry. Oh, there it goes. I was like, it makes no sense. Ooh. What the heck? Wait, how did she get out there? She looks like she's like on a bridge or something. Oh, dude, she's done. There's no reason to keep keep stabbing. Oh no, it's one of your dance teachers. Okay, I I will say, I would love to see a director's cut of this. First of all, but what a shot right there. Snap. That took choreography. Really did. That's gruesome. This movie literally beat the remake to the punch on becoming a very gruesome movie very quick. I like how fake blood in horror movies from the 70s looks. It's a weird aesthetic, but I like it. I will say, when I was watching the remake, I wasn't expecting it to take the turns it did. So now I'm a little more prepared. But yeah, that's like a new record. I mean, how do you? The only thing you could do is like opening scene, just cut someone's head off, like as if it's like Hostel or something. Ooh, Blue Room. But never trust a smile like that. That is literally like the smile of a cannibal. Is that supposed to be Tilda Swinton's character? I have a dual screen set up now, so yes, I can I can Google stuff without stepping too far away from the actual film. No, she was Marcos. No way. She was also the doctor. Are you kidding me? If she didn't get any type of award for those acting chops, that's such a oversight. I had no idea. What's so funny is like the doctor, the old man in the remake, like I was watching, I was like, he has such an adorable old man voice. I'm gonna be so upset if she didn't get one individual. She got a runner up for Best Supporting Actress. Give me a break. She deserved to win. Who did she lose against? Oh, that's some useless film. Some useless award. She won at a few people knew what was up. Gave her the GG. That's dope. Okay. That's so messed up. That is such a pretty room. The wallpaper in this room, too. What the heck? Someone's about to die. Never trust a ballet studio with a red room. I wonder if it's going to be a bunch of contemporary dancing like the remake. That was my biggest beef with the remake. It literally gave me a disdain for contemporary dancing. Why does this feel like a comparison to... I was gonna say a comparison to prison, but why on earth would she be trying to, like, sell off her shoes? It's a nice lighter. I have a hunch they're not the snakes here. Dang it. I'm starting to feel like this isn't worth it. I'm about to just buy this. Oh, snap. We're back. Okay. It is, 21:24. Every single room in this building is amazing. The interior decoration is leagues above the remake. The remake makes it look like not like this, mundane comparatively. This makes it makes it seem like the dancers are living in an amount of luxury. It's Kelso. I'm here. I'm looking for Mila Kunis. Those are some tight pants. It's not even something you can ignore at this point. She's listening to their conversation while being on the phone call. I don't even wear pants that tight. That's wild. Shade. That seems like you're trying to deflect. Like you're trying to make him seem like he's a bad dude. Is that the chick who was hissing at her and calling her a snake? They are murdering people in their basement for magic. That is a good song by The Weeknd, just saying. These close-ups, jeez. Oh, there are also male dancers too, this time around. More political. I am taking notes. Meet in the red room. Go to the yellow room. You've seen our blue room? And if you're a celebrity, we have green rooms. That made no sense. I don't remember her just trying to be in a room, being such a hot topic of debate in the remake. I see. They kind of rewrote it. They, whoever went back through for the remake was like, this is pointless. This is pointless. We could cut time here and make time for all of these ridiculous scenes. I think she's gonna take his feet. He looks oh my gosh, that's the wallpaper. It's like velour, but with a pattern. Like you're gonna it's not like wallpaper, like it's like wall fabric. That's what it looks like. Like visually you could see the texture. Why do some of these people, I'm sorry, I just hit my mic. Why do some of these people look like they were also in the remake? That is a very dusty building. You know that chick did that to you on purpose. You should be like, what's your beef? If I'm correct, that should be like the costume maker. Don't quote me on it though. Dang. Now she just trying to walk down the hallway. I like this song. It's so like experimental. I feel like if you think about watching this in 1977, you would feel like it would be like seeing Blair Witch for the first time. You'd be like, this is a serious film. A chick blinded me while I was trying to walk down the hallway. I feel like she did it on purpose. I can't tell though. That is not a lady you can tell you feel weak to. This is why you get your flu shot. Oh gosh. This scene, just on the surface level, kind of bugs me because I've I've been in one of those situations where you literally just do not feel well and people will push you. Not a fun situation. Totally wasn't a dramatic faint. I'm gonna do a call out because I have a feeling we're about to see an ad. We're at 29:55. I like her style. I know for a fact she's evil. Cool style though. You are going to drown her, lady. Like, back up. What happened to giving people air? Don't trust people that are laughing like that around you. I feel like this was a bad idea and I shouldn't have came here. You guys do not care about my well-being. She didn't even, like, consent to that, bro. That's some shade. All of the passive aggressive beefs in this film. I will say, I've only seen maybe one cigarette this whole time, and I think at this point in the remake, easily seen 100 people smoking cigarettes. Which, as someone that used to smoke, I am thankful for that I don't have to see people smoking, because that is like a trigger. What is that picture back there? Shh. See, in the remake, it took them like 10 minutes to get to what she just said. That's all I'm gonna say. I spoke too soon about the cigarettes, didn't I? Because they did it on purpose. Also, you don't get to know anything about her backstory, like, in the remake. I I understand why the remake happened. Like, whoever rewrote it was like, I wonder what it would have been like if we knew this, you know? As opposed to the type of useless information they give you. Excuse me. Tarara umtie. Oh boy. What background jump scare is going to happen? Nope. Just keep it closed. Jump scares were a lot different back then. We didn't even have a name for them. I'm talking like I was I was around in 1977. Oh, so her room's blue, and Home Chick's room is like pinkish red. There's someone in the mirror behind her. Shadow. Oh, yo, I can't do grubs. Oh. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh my gosh. That made my skin crawl. Wow. Yo, they really are just... Oh, that's kind of triggering. This makes... Oh my gosh. Contorting. That is so disgusting. Yeah, maybe it's time to get rid of your guys' dead bodies. Obviously. No, bring the whole dance company up there. Oh, that's so disturbing. In a good way. I should say that. When I'm saying things like it's gruesome and it's disturbing, that's a good thing. This is a horror film. Those are the things you want. That is so sickening. Those shoes look nice, though. That's terrifying. Oh, yeah. That must be where a majority of their ad... We got an ad. That must be where a majority of their money went to. Granted, I don't know what the full budget was. Let's see. I was gonna say something else. I had a... Keep in mind, this is an ad. So I'm gonna take this time to tell you, get an ad block. That's it. That's all I got. Get an ad block. Stop advertisements being pushed on you as much as you can. Advertisement, the real trap. Is this show on... Is it on Hulu? Okay, we're back. I was actually watching that ad. I had to turn my ad block off. We are at 36:58. Dude, every single one of her dresses. I forget I have coffee. Why don't you guys get rid of your dead bodies? It's... See, she gives them a sign of hope and then like inoculates it with deceit. I wouldn't mind if you guys went and, you know, got a hotel room, but it's free. We got bunks, it's free. You can stay here. There's no point. It's too late. Don't go. You're not leaving. Like, why even mention a hotel if you don't really want them to go stay at the hotel? It's not very late though. It's like 5 in the afternoon. It's not. It probably is late. Are they gonna turn the light down? They're gonna see someone get murdered on the other side of the sheet. Why would there just... First of all, the way the lighting is illuminating, it's placed on the floor. You're telling me, like, the people that set up the dormitory, makeshift dormitory, they just put red lights on the floor, like, good ambient lighting. We're gonna be developing photos. Are they about to throw hands? Like, all y'all are grown. Literally. Just lay down, close your eyes. It'll be the next morning if you don't become a witch's sacrifice. Okay, I will say the breathing makes so much more sense in the original in this one than it does in the remake, because they make it seem like the whole breathing aspect thing, like when you're hearing these sounds, is more of a thing about her with her relationship with her mother. But now I can tell, because they haven't brought up jack about her mom, that it's completely different. It's them. It's Mother Sus and friends. Actually, Suspiria is the coolest of them all. At least in the remake. Someone's a snorer. That would suck if you were a light sleeper and you had to be around these people and you're just like, something's keeping me up. And then that awkwardness of just knowing, like, the second everyone lays down, like, no one's asleep yet. It's just a bunch of people laying down in a room. It's weird. I'm Anne Raiden. I can't do accents, I'm sorry. I do watch How to Cook That, though. This is interesting. I think at this point I've gotten past all of the artistic appeal. I appreciate it. It's really nice when I get to see those films that take the time to do stuff like that. Does she realize she can whisper to her without being that close to her? I don't know why, this scene causes me panic. See? They give an explanation to the sound, like the breathing sound. In the remake, they literally make it seem like it's Susie's mother, like, and like she's, no matter how far away from America she gets, like, it's kind of like her connection to her mom until she has to, like, quote unquote disown her mother. I've only seen that film once. I don't know why I'm talking about it so as a matter of factly. Or it's, that sounds like literally the same breathing in the remake. Like, I feel like there are things they took from both of them. So he's the pianist. I'm GG on there being a pianist in the remake, because they play records in the I mean, a pianist being in the original, because they play records in the remake. Gosh, is that a snake for the railing on that staircase? That's really awesome if it is. That poor puppy. We're at 44:05. That's going up. Time accumulated. Gosh. If Ryan Murphy hasn't seen the original Suspiria at least once in his life, I will not understand how he's gotten as far as he has with horror. I can't help but, like, I see a lot of, like, modern directors taking from films like this, or being inspired from films like this. And it's the same with, like, shows too, because after watching, don't stop Keanu, let him play. That's a nice piano. She's just starting stuff. Dude, her hair is literally supposed to, like, symbolize horns, like, especially at that angle right there. Dude, she's... that I understand why they use a tape now. She really is. He said it. No one else in that room had to say it. Mm. What is her beef with him? Honestly, the people that leave this place and survive, like they leave still alive, that is a win. He broke the fourth wall. He looked directly at the camera. Wine, hopefully. I haven't had a glass of wine in a moment. don't even think she realizes you're sitting at the edge of her bed. They're gonna go do their creepy, we're trying to harvest dancers to keep our bodies alive thing. All I'm saying is, of all the dance schools, they ended up at this one. They got good hearing. No, she's trying to get some rest. What does red symbolize in film? Sorry about my keyboard. Not sorry. Yeah, let her sleep. It's the middle of the night. Intense, uncontrollable feeling. Love and romantic passion. Violence, danger, rage, ambition. Okay. That makes sense. Who is that walking though? If all of the directors or whatever they're called, if they're going to wherever Home Chick said they were going to, then who is that walking? I will say, where this film fails, at least so far, not enough mirrors compared to the remake. I know that's not something they could fix. Whoever did the remake saw the original and was just like, more mirrors. We need more mirrors. As many mirrors as you could spare. Mirrors like that secret passageway the Phantom of the Opera has with that trap door. We need mirrors like that. I forget they're out in the woods. That was a literal pan zoom cut zoom. It's lit. Where are these guys now? %, I know his dog didn't bite nobody. Now he's gonna be followed by the law enforcement. Do these the director ladies, do they just literally, wow, everyone's just staring at him. That's kind of creepy. He's being watched. How much control do they have? I forgot that this was an Italian film. Is it Was it filmed in Italy, though? It was shot in Rome. Oh my gosh, that building isn't even in Germany. That is That's really interesting. They really made Rome look like Germany. There's a level of irony there. You're about to get jumped by like 3 to 4 witches. It's American Horror Story Coven season. Except they're preying on someone that doesn't deserve. Well, yeah. He doesn't deserve for this to happen to him. Actually, kind of stresses me out. Oh, drone shot. JK. Walk away. Turn literally directly around, do a 180, and just start walking away. I know you don't have to walk. What? What? No. He was supposed to be a good boy. I have a beef with... Oh, it looks like paint. What did they really give him to eat? Because not gonna lie, things like that aren't really things dogs end up liking. Great. Now they're gonna old yeller him. We're at 55-40, my bad, 55-44. And an ad. So if you probably resynced it back up right there, you probably got an ad. In which case, welcome now. They have Pop-Tarts down here. Was not expecting that. Matcha? Is that matcha? Shrimp. Sounds good. I had shrimp tonight, though. I realize that the ads make this experience even exhaustingly longer. I'm realizing I am a picky person. Dude, don't be playing with scissors like that. Nah, it's the Hex girls, the Hex ladies. They live inside there. That is a beautiful room. So, if I am correct, these are sound stages? I am not sure. I would have to learn separately about the filming locations and everything. Madame Blanc, or Mother Blanc, whatever they call her, she reminds me of the mom, the grandma from Gilmore Girls. She ain't calling the police. There's that red symbolism again. I have a feeling the closer we get to the end, the more red it becomes. This film is all about red. And blood. But red, too. And its symbolism. I'm realizing that. I haven't even really touched my coffee. Why does chick... What's her name? Susie? Susie looks like Winona. It's the eyebrows and poodle hair. There's that breathing again. Oh, the trident. And it's red, too. They can't quit with the symbolism now. There's as much symbolism in this movie currently as... I would say as a modern music video, but they haven't really been throwing a lot of a lot of symbolism in music videos anymore. In mainstream media, a while ago, symbolism used to be a big deal in music videos. I don't know what happened. Never have... Okay, before I say what I'm about to say, it's cool that in the remake they actually showed them outside of this place and trying to communicate with people. Green. What's the green? What's the green lighting? I even forgot what I was gonna say. Green is envy. Green is more than envy. Green is also greed. It is a color that's completely opposite red, though. So it's like a complementary color, right? They're listening. Dip. You should have left and not come back the first time. That was not smart. That was definitely not smart. BT Dub, in a situation like this, when you know what's up, get yourself out. Don't try and save Susie too. We're at 102:16. Is she not supposed to be in her room? Okay, I kind of see like what they're trying to do. At least as far as showing different people's like energies. Because the red light leaves with home chick, and anywhere she is, it's red lighting. Oh, she's dead. 100%. Stumbling down a hallway, finding locked doors. Sorry, Susie's friend. I wouldn't be surprised if we just saw a plague doctor outfit. I feel like they would own one of those. That floor looked like the abyss. What was that? Oh, snap. I like how in the remake it's a basement, but it's please be a cape. That better be a cape. It flows like it's a cape. Oh, snap. The remake had a scene like this, but it was completely different. I realized they haven't danced once, really. They did a... Oh, snap. The secret rooms. I'm like overheating right now. Dang it. So that light is blue. These are basic colors with Suspiria. Worcestershire sauce. I'm sorry. I'm pulling my hoodie off of my arm so I could cool off. Hands from behind her. Yep. That's a given. But this was back when it wasn't cliche, right? Hey, that's a beat right there. Dang, this song just got super deep. No, he's doing the signs thing. He can see you in the reflection of the knife. Or she. It was definitely a fashionable cape. I think it was Madame Blanc. They're not even... Okay. Something I have to get out of my brain is the reason why they were doing what they were doing in the remake is completely different from whatever reason they are doing what they are doing here. Same film, different motives. That's how I see it. Okay, first of all, you put the biggest piece of luggage on the bottom. That's... How difficult is it to lift straight up? You could just hear them tampering away. I think a cool scare would be just getting... Not to see this part, but... Like, if they get it, you just start hearing footsteps and see them walk into the scene. Yo, you can't wait to see if it's sturdy. You just have to get through the window. She's taking her time. Come on, go. Don't look back. Literally throw yourself out the window. Oh wait, she's in an attic, isn't she? Oh, it's basically a torture chamber. Those look like... Oh my gosh, how did she not see what she was jumping into? What the heck? Wait, I can't. She didn't look down. They saw... Wow, this happened before Saw. Oh gosh, there are tears coming out of my eyes. This is... As far as horror is concerned, this is... hilarious. We're at 108:17. Okay, I gotta take some notes here. Yeah, the barbed wire wasn't going to do it. Jeez. Gosh. Oh, ad. I should say that. We're at an ad. And since there is an ad right now, I'll take this moment to say, get an ad block. Once again, it will change your life. 100%. It works on Hulu. It works on YouTube. It works literally anywhere that it matters. Except for Twitch. Because, yeah. Do it. Get some help. Oh gosh. I can't wait till we get through this because I cannot wait to talk about that scene with the barbed wire. Oh my gosh. It's exciting. I don't care for these ads. Why does this dude look like Kid Boo? Except he's never mind. We live in a time where you can have a digital bank account and keep it completely secret. Just saying. Maybe go get a secret bank account. I can't stand these ads. I am enduring this torture for the love of this film. Am I questioning a little bit if it's worth it? I have a feeling we're going to be back after this one. Let's see. We are at 108. 108.54. And back after the ad, so. Dude, she died. She she jumped into a room filled with barbed wire and then had her throat slit. He's wearing those same pants. He looks like the frontman for Italy in Eurovision this year. In those pants. He looks like he's in pain. We don't have a Frank, we have a Howie. Is this America's Got Talent? We don't know a Sarah. I can't believe that. No. She was running away from a murderer because she was trying to wake you, and you were like, I'm too sleepy. And she jumped into a pit of barbed wire, like that scene in Saw with the needles. Touche. Touche to this film. I wonder if Turner Classic Movies would ever show this. If you've ever been up, except for on Sundays, just like sometimes, if the night is right, if you're awake super late into the night, past midnight even sometimes, Turner Classic Movies will show some good movies, and they're not all in black and white. Because I know that's a beef for some people. Yeah, last night before she jumped into a pit of barbed wire. So the remake the remake does a little bit of a bait and switch. Because Sarah is already gone. Sarah in the remake, if I am so sure of it, right? Actually, I lied. No, never mind. I know who Sarah is in the remake. I'm wearing a lime green sport jacket. That glass is so small. Oh, it's after 12. Happy Halloween, guys. It is officially Halloween. This is going up today, too. Putting it into my log. Hey, it's Tilda Swinton. JK. I think that is the guy she plays though, the professor in the remake. I can't believe she was pulling double role duty. That's wild. Do they pay her like she's playing two characters or what? Don't offend them. Some weirdo shit has been happening around the ballet studio, cuh. Just leave. Yes, Ryan Murphy. Speak of Ryan Murphy, I wonder if there's ever going to be a second season of Ratchet. Hummus? Why are we looking in a reflection? Meaning, they could probably tell magically that you're snitching on him right now. They were able to tell when Sarah did it. Is that cola? Mark. The lighting is still red. Dang, that's cold. I'm gonna have to read this book, aren't I? If I really want to understand this story fully. Oh, does she think she's been getting drugged every night? That makes sense. That was a big lemon wedge. Yeah, get rid of it all. Ew. Disgusting. That was not wine. What did they have her drinking? That is like medicine. You're probably absorbing it into your hands. Yeah, smooth. You totally cleaned that up spotless. Gosh. I know this is based off of a book. Arms reaching out of darkness. Oh, a bat. Dude, the bat did nothing to you. Let him be. I just want to say, I live in a place with bats. Bats do not act like this. Unless they have rabies. Not gonna lie. That poor flying fox. Please don't just step on it. Good job. Don't hit it with something. Please do not. Are you kidding me? Older films, and like, I get it, it's not a real bat. But older films and perpetuating, like, the idea of animal abuse. Like the dog. Yeah, oh gosh, that is one of those instances where you have to be like, I'm smoking a cigarette. Nice, she left it for you. How is this film rated R yet? Isn't blue like the killer's color? I say that, but like there's a killer also. Well, there kind of is that. Follow their footsteps. Seeing this in theaters, I guarantee you could probably hear the footsteps even better. Oh, my bad. My volume's just down. It helps me to not talk so loud. Okay. I'm glad Yeah, and she explains it. They don't do that in the remake, and you're just seeing her stumble down the hall, and you're like, why is she counting? We are at 122, 122:20. There is an hour 38. Oh wait, no, that's adding up towards the total time. Good thing I haven't been telling you guys the total time. Usually on a track, only one number moves. I think we're in that range for the last bit of it that is really intense. So unless there's an ad, I'm gonna go ahead and say that is the last call out. I'll let you know if there's an ad though, but no more call outs till the end. So why indoors do they have windows over the doors? I'm so glad they in the original explain how she knows where to walk. I think if you did try to even fully tell this story, it would be like a 3-hour movie. Like, the other one added a whole solid 30 minutes or some change. And it was still, I'm watching the original and I realized it's still not long enough. I like that they didn't even modernize it. There was no need to, which is like a good thing about it. Oh, are they cannibalistic witches? Is that something that got taken out of the remake? We're gonna see Sarah's face right there. Ooh, catch her with that knife. Dang, they got wild hearing though. Her shoes are really nice. Hopefully she didn't lose count. It would have helped her to not wear heels like that, trying to do all of this counting. Gosh, those couches are nice. Oh, those are pictures of them. 'Cause there are 4 of them. That got me. 'Cause I readjusted the volume in my headset. And yes, I'm typing right now. I'm trying to find the book that this is based off of. Oh, ad. Of course. We hit an ad. I will use this odd time to tell you, get an ad block. Been saying it all night. Hopefully you have one by now. If you use Chrome, it's even easier. If you don't use Chrome, you're either smarter than everyone, or you don't know how to transverse the planes of the World Wide Web. Trying to find this book. Partially based... Okay, screenplay. Partially based on an essay called Suspiria de Profundis. Excuse me, sorry. Still have another ad. I'm going to read this essay. Oh, it's a poem. Nice. Okay, so it's a series of poems. Interesting. And there is one that's called The Lost Suspiria, which is like... Okay, I have my homework cut out for me. Collection. Well, I'm glad that it's not a book. That was gonna be exhausting. Oh, also, fun fact, the main actress in this one, Jessica Harper, was actually a student for... Oh no, my bad. That's them really just getting into the plot, isn't it? Okay, we're back. And we are at 1:26:38. And I'm going to stop getting sidetracked right now. Okay. Oh, there's green. These are Resident Evil level puzzles. Turn the blue one. See the colors though. The red, the blue. We just saw a little bit of yellow and white. Obviously, that's Blanc. Also, you see her during the day and there's no color that really reflects her, which is interesting, but I guess that makes sense too. No color would reflect her. See, there's the yellow lighting now. And technically that right there would be like white lighting. And we're witnessing the blue, and we've been seeing red this whole time. So the symbolism has actually been for the mothers. I don't know what you would call them. Anytime I hear these like bells, like it reminds me of the Kill Bill soundtrack. It's decorated so much better, the downstairs part, than it is in the remake. I wonder if they're gonna have hairdresses. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go watch the remake. Dang, they got hallways for days, don't they? This is getting so intense. What do they consider yellow lighting, and what is considered like white lighting? That's smart. Here's the thing though. Why did you invite her there then? What was that? Well, obviously she must know where she is right now. Dude, you should have left a long time ago, TBH. Oh, is she still in the barbed wire? Please don't show any more maggots. He has her lighter. Why are her hands pinned? And the music stops. Snap. Why does this look like a room in the American Horror Story hotel season? Leave the room quietly. I don't think they're allowed to leave that place. Now this just looks like MGMT's music video for Little Dark Age. That was exactly why she had those balls there. Get out. Just leave. Don't say one word. She's gonna take you on a trip you wanna go someday. I have a feeling you can't even open the door though. Oh. If I see a hairy arm all the way up. Oh my gosh. That was a good jump scare. Dude, you're gonna get stabbed in the back if you don't think. That is intense. Not the Swarovski crystals. Dude, whenever it's shaking like that, get out of there. How does she not know how to leave a room? Oh. They all have to suffer with their own torment. I mean, at least their heads aren't exploding in a kind of sort of beautiful way. Dude, don't walk around. Leave. It's... Ooh. I could see the actual cable that was used to make that happen. That is a nice stairwell. This has to be a sound stage. Please don't just get hit by a car because you didn't look before walking into the street. Oh, fitting. Okay, that's it. What a scene to close on. Let me just gather my thoughts real quick. This music is kind of panicky. Okay. I'm not gonna watch the credits. Okay. Let it be known, once again, do not like watching scary movies at night. This one is in that category. Okay, so, I'll go through the notes, and as I have thoughts, I'll go through those too. I was gonna say let me just drink some of my coffee, but no. First thing I wrote was, is it as scary as the remake? It started out at such a good pace for fear and scary stuff, and then it just kind of, I get it. It took a backseat because I think, especially in horror films, our idea of what is disturbing has evolved. So in that way, the remake is definitely better. But oh my gosh, the maggots, I cannot even. That was terrifying for me. Also the barbed wire too, but I'll get to there. I can't help but feel like they used the whole original soundtrack. If not, a close second, because you could put this soundtrack in a playlist with the soundtrack to the remake and not know the difference. 100%, that's how I feel about it. The beginning for this one was so much clearer to understand than the remake. There was too much going on in the remake, in the beginning of it, to be like, what's going on, you know? Like, you don't know who all of these people are. They're introducing too many people right off the bat. And this one just tells you straight up, yo, Susie came all the way from America to come to this school, and it turns out that they're psychotic witches trying to kill people. I like how in the remake, they tell you why they are killing people, though. They don't really have a reason for killing people in this one. But I get it. Like, by the time you get to the end of the original, you're just like, I know there's more story here. Like, like, they never get around to why they want to kill her. Kill Susie. Like, just because of she knows their existence, it made no sense. But in the remake, I'm glad they, like, delve into that more. It makes sense as to why the remake is so much more longer, because obviously whoever wrote the remake was like, that movie ended abruptly. It feels like it, definitely. What else did I have? Oh yeah, I already talked about the soundtrack. I'm gonna have to do a soundtrack comparison. It did beat the remake to the punch in throwing a disturbing scene in there almost immediately. And that was the Grubs. Like, and so I'm saying that it happened earlier in this film than in the remake, because the first disturbing scene I remember seeing in the remake was when the chick is like controlling the chick in the other room, and her body is like contorting in ways that should signify that she's dead, and she lives through it. And so that scene was, and you hear all the bones cracking, and you see the internal bleeding and everything. It's a very terrifying scene. But that happens, I think, a little later. This happened like 7 minutes in, when they were just like grubs everywhere. Like, these are the types of worms that eat flesh and decaying and rotting things. And they're just everywhere. They freak me out. I do not like the tiny mouth. But yeah, so I feel like they beat the punch there. But as far as maintaining an idea that this is not your average horror film, and it's a little bit more intense than most, I think the remake takes the cake in that aspect, in a lot of different ways. But I think these are two films that kind of have to complement each other. Like, if you want to understand the story, I have a feeling you could watch both of these and understand it just fine. But if you watch one, you're going to have questions that the other will answer, because it seems like that's what happened here. Whoever did the remake was like, the original left so much unanswered for the questions I have about it, and so they literally did a remake just to give clarity. And that's why there was no need to modernize or do anything different, because they were just trying to bring clarity to the original, which I think is pretty dope. I'm a little bummed out because I wanted to do side-by-side comparisons, kinda, sorta, but I think that actually brings in a definite reason to have to do film remakes. You know? To modernize them, not to modernize, but to just bring clarity to something that didn't happen in the original. I think that's a brilliant use of a remake. I will say the remake seemed more political than this one. But I think that's because it couldn't seem as political in the remake. I mean, in the original as it could have in the remake. Which is cool. I think we have a better timeline of what's happening outside of the dance studio in the remake, because of all of the world politics. The grub scene. Oh wait, hold up. Passive aggressive beef. I couldn't with all the passive aggression and gossiping, just because I've been watching so much entertainment with that in it, and I can't right now. Plus, I'm just really tired right now. But yeah. So passive aggressive beefs. The grub scene is what? Oh yeah, I already mentioned that the grub scene was just as disturbing as that contorting scene in the remake. I feel like they really just swapped the grubs out for doing that in the remake. Because it's one of those things that you're like, this was kind of unnecessary. I mean, it was more necessary in the remake to do that, though, so you could be like, oh, okay, they're witches. They did this. The grubs, it's like, how on earth did this happen? Why? Oh yeah. Okay. So the barbed wire scene was sadly hilarious, because I literally was just like, she better look before she jumps. Doesn't look before she jumps. Who jumps directly into a pit of barbed wire? Except for that chick, Sarah. Gosh, that was such a Saw moment too. Like, the whole time I'm just like, this is the needle pit in Saw. Like, that's the level of this. But yeah, I couldn't believe that's what I've been saying lately about the sacrificing the intelligence of the character for a specific moment in a film. I guess I couldn't bring that up because when I talked about that's on a film that is now in the vault and not coming out. So, but yeah, that was a moment of them sacrificing the intelligence of the character, because obviously, you know, that character wasn't gonna just jump into a bed of barbed wire, but they made it happen. Just saying. Oh yeah, and then I was like, Saw stole from this because of that. Um, it did bring up two of my fears: my fear of maggots and my fear of a room filled with sharp objects that I will get tangled in. Dude, that actually is a... See, I was thinking of the pit of needles, but there is a Saw trap where it's like a cop or some dude, and he has to crawl on his belly through barbed wire. And it's like in a cage. I think that is in the first Saw, too. That's interesting. But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong on that. It feels like... Oh, okay. So this is when I started trying to get my thoughts together on the whole thing. I said it feels like one film tells one half and the other film tells the other half. That's why I was saying I feel like... That's when I was like, I'm gonna have to read the literature that goes along with this now, so I could get the full story, because apparently this is not the full story. But I think you shouldn't watch one of these films without watching the other. Simple as that. I would say definitely watch the remake first, surprisingly. Usually I'm always like, watch the original first. I think definitely watch the remake first, because then you understand, when you watch the original, you understand where the remake's coming from. Because I feel like without watching the remake first, there's a lot of guessing going on. But yeah, you have to watch them both. And then pretty soon I'm going to find out if you have to read the essays too and listen to both the soundtracks simultaneously. Just immerse yourself in the whole Suspiria. I lost my words. It's probably for the best. But yeah, it's late. I did say I might want to read I thought it was a book, but it's a collection of prose, poems, and essays. So I'm going to read those essays. And that's all she wrote. That's all I wrote for that. It's kind of stuffy. That was number 13. So it's definitely going up. I enjoyed Suspiria. Both of them very much. It pretty fresh. It's funny considering that the remake was recommended to me. And it inspired me to go this far with it. And I found a horrifying film that I could watch often. Not often, but like in a studying way, you know? It's one of those that you'll understand something else by watching it. And I really like that. I gotta leave my notes out before I put them away. So yeah, okay. It's tired, I'm tired, you're tired, Wombo. I'm done tonight, at least. I'm gonna get this exported and keep going on with life. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing after this. I guess we'll just have to see it. If you stuck around for this whole 2 hour, 5-minute experience with ads included, get yourself an ad block. Like I said, it's free on Tubi, so you can watch it if you have no means of being able to watch most of the films that I watch that are paid for. But definitely, it's interesting enough, even to sit through the ads. But yeah. Okay. I'm out. I'm outie 5000. Thank you for chilling with me. As usual, as per usual, I'm Polly, and this has totally not been a film commentary about Suspiria from 1977, the original Italian film. Okay, I will see y'all wherever I see y'all at next. Peace.